Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. If you are new here, my name is Kaylee. Tomorrow is my 20th birthday when this video is posted, October 3rd. Right now I'm filming it as October 2nd, so that's exciting, but also kind of sad. Today, as I'm filming this, is my last full day as a teenager, which is insane. The past couple years I've been doing this video where I look back at the year, my birthday year. I go through each month from October, so in this case October 2022 up till now October 2023, and I find like a highlight or two of each month just to reminisce on, in this case, the year 19, my last year as a teenager. So I wrote stuff down in my notes app. So for October 2022, a highlight in that month, once I had turned 19, I won NFL picks for the first time. You guys might think this is a really silly highlight, but it was a big deal to me because I had been like going at it, trying to win these NFL picks, you know, the competitor in me, and week after week I would lose by this much, and I would lose, and finally in October, on Halloween actually, I won for the first time. And ironically, so I do funny nicknames each month, and my name was Candy because, you know, Halloween was coming up, so I had my nickname Candy, and Candy literally won on Halloween. I thought that was crazy. It was very exciting. If you do NFL picks, you understand. It's just the competitiveness. Ironically, I am wearing a Dallas Cowboys shirt. Cowboys. Okay, and then in November of 2022, I celebrated my 1 year in the business. I was working a business for well over a year, but last year I celebrated my 1 year anniversary. I'm actually no longer in the business anymore, but I just included this in here because at the time I was, and at the time it was a very exciting thing for me. There's a reason why I left, which I don't need to get into, but at the time, it was something I celebrated and I was very excited about. Oh, I'm also kind of weird. I like put in the dates of like when this stuff happened. So the business I had joined on November 9th, 2021. So in 2022, on November 9th, that's when I celebrated my 1 year. And then in December, I went to New York City, not for the first time. It was like my third time, I think. But it was the first time that I got to visit I almost said NFL, the 9/11 memorial, which I know is like, it's sad. I'm not being like, woohoo, but it was exciting in the extent that I had always wanted to visit it. You know, all my years in school, I heard about it in social studies, history, global, you name it. And so to actually be able to see it in person was really beautiful. It's very beautiful. I highly recommend visiting it. Ironically, we went to New York City December 9th to the 11th. I was very happy to see it for the first time. I have a photo, if I'm putting it on the screen here. There's a photo of me smiling, and I also want to clarify that I wasn't obviously smiling about the situation. I was smiling because I was just very grateful to be there. And I know now some people are like, don't take pictures and smile. I see how it can be like very rude. That wasn't my intention. I wasn't thinking that way, but I just wanted to clarify that. If you happen to see that photo on my Instagram, if I'm putting it on the screen here, I was smiling because I was grateful to be there, not because of what happened. Obviously, it's very sad. Okay, now we're into 2023. So in January, I went to Passion 2023 virtually. I would love to go in person someday. There's like a lot of different trips I've been going on, and also I want to find someone who would actually go to that with me. I don't know when I'll go in person. I gotta go soon. You can only go till you're 25, so I don't want to push it off every single year. So I'll be 25 in 5 years. But I did go virtually, and it was so beautiful. Virtually is still amazing. And I also have another thing for this year. So there was a cafe that opened in my town in January, and I actually went on opening day. It was so good. Their coffee is amazing, and I haven't been since, so I need to like go get soon. All right, in February of this year, I finished my self-love journey journal. This was a big thing for me because I started this in 2017, and it was only supposed to take 28 days, but I kept forgetting to do it, pushing it off, whatever. So it took me 5 years. I can put on the screen here what I was doing. It was like a 28-day like love yourself challenge, and I finally finished it this year, and it was like a big thing for me because I was like, whoa, it may have taken me 5 years, but I still did it. So it was a very special day to me. That was on February 4th. Me and my little dates. Okay, in March, I actually don't remember what day it was, but I finally got caught up on editing. If you've been around for a while, you would know that I was posting vlogs like 5 months after they were filmed because I was so behind. I would like keep filming, but I wouldn't stay consistent in editing. So I got really behind. And the problem was I obviously kept filming. I wanted to keep filming moments, but I was behind on the editing. I realized that, you know, it's very easy to pick up the camera. It's not as easy to sit down for hours on end and edit. But after a while, I finally got caught up this year in March. So here you are seeing this video the day after it's filmed, whereas normally you'd be seeing this in like 5 months, which is just, that's not as fun. So that's probably a big reason why my channel hasn't been growing as much as it could be, because how behind I was. I'm trying to kind of bring it back. Okay, in April, I wrote and finished an ebook. It seems like it took me like very quick because I wrote it in April and I finished in April, but I was planning in March. I just knew what I wanted to say, and it was only like 30 pages, so it's not like a book. It's only 30 pages. It's a very quick read, but I was very proud of it. It's my first one. Is it perfect? No, but if you would be interested in it, it's about learning to love being alone. I'm not saying that you can't love being with people, but I'm just saying I know a lot of people struggle, and I used to struggle with being alone, and I'm not even talking just about like relationship. I'm talking to just in general. Yeah, just not getting so caught up in the feeling to need to be with someone all the time, to be able to love your own company and not think of that as in a bad thing. And also the like love yourself stuff is in there too, like my journey with that and helping other people. Am I an expert? No, but I just felt led to do that. So if you are interested, I'll leave the link down below. It's on my Etsy. So the second you like purchase, you'll get a digital download. It'll show up. Super easy, like I said, super simple read. That was on April 10th that I published it. That sounds so fancy. Okay, in May I have a couple of things. The first one was that I went to iParty with my sister to see Matt Bennett. That was on May 6th. That's so fun. I grew up watching Nickelodeon, Victorious. He was even on some iCarly episodes, the iParty one. So that was so cool to see him in person. He does a great job. I definitely recommend going to iParty. He's on tour again. If there's a city near you, definitely get tickets because they're gonna sell out if they're not already sold out. It was so fun. I cannot wait to go back again someday. And then on May 13th, my sister and I went to see the Dear Evan Hansen musical. I read the Dear Evan Hansen book in high school. I saw the movie actually on this day a year ago, the day before my birthday. And there was something else. Oh, and when I was in chorus in high school, we sang a lot of the songs from it at our concert. So I had been involving myself with Dear Evan Hansen stuff, so it was really cool to see a musical. And actually, I was supposed to see the musical in 2020 in June. It was for a junior year field trip for chorus, since that was the year we were singing the songs. That didn't happen because COVID happened instead, so it never ended up happening because even my senior year of high school, COVID was still a big thing. So I didn't get to see it until this year, and I'm so happy I got to see him. I got to bring my sister. It was a very good musical. They're not touring anymore, unfortunately, so that was another thing. I was like, oh my gosh, it's their last time doing this tour. I need to make it, and they came near a city near me. That was so much fun. Okay, June I have a few things. So on June 15th, I got tickets to see Tate McRae with my friend Hope. If you guys remember that video, we were going at it trying to get our tickets, and we did. Oh, sorry. June 15th is when she announced her tour, which is very exciting. June 22nd is when we actually got them. That was when they went on sale. And then June 30th, Olivia Rodrigo released her song Vampire, which was a huge moment because, you know, Sour was amazing. I love Sour, but we were just ready to get some new music. So June 30th, we got you know, the first single. Such a good song. I feel like it was just yesterday I reacted to it. Okay, in July of this year, I finished my deep cleaning / transforming my room. I can't remember exactly what day it was. It was like the end of July. That took me a while. I have a video on that. I can put an iCard up here. I know it's a longer video, but it took me a while to clean that room. Okay, I went through everything and I transformed it, rearranged the furniture and stuff. So it was a big accomplishment to finish that in July because I'd been pushing cleaning my room for a couple years. Like, I'd pick it up here and there, but not actually clean it. I'm so proud of myself that I got myself to do that this year, because that was something I told myself to do. Kaylee, this year you need to actually go through everything, and I did. And also, while I was cleaning my room, I remember this day, it was July 16th, I found my 3DS, which I had lost in 2019. So for 4 years I did not know where it was. What a shocker that when I actually cleaned my room I found it. But no, I got that 3DS when I was like 7, but I still have it. There's memories on there. It's still fun to play Mario Kart 7. I was so sad that I didn't know where it went. I was getting nervous that I left it on our trip in South Carolina because that's the last place I had remembered having it, but I didn't. I found it. It was in one of my backpacks. Like, I don't remember putting it in there. All right, I'm gonna get through this quick because I know some of y'all are probably gonna be annoyed that I bring this up, but in August 2nd, the Big Brother season 25 premiere started a little bit later this year. So when August 2nd came, I was like, all right, let's go. Big Brother live feeds. I'm obsessed with that show. And they had their OG pressure cooker comp on August 25th. I was up all night watching this for like the full 14 hours that it happened. That's how obsessed with the show I am. And when they did the pressure cooker the last time, I'm pretty sure I was born, but I think I was like 2 or something, so I obviously wasn't live watching it. It was so cool to see like my first pressure cooker live That was so fun. And also on August 25th, but till the 30th, Ariana Grande did her Yours Truly live performances. I was not expecting this at all. She had been acting for Wicked. I knew maybe eventually soon she'll start working on AG7, her 7th album, but I was not expecting live performances from her past albums. The 10-year anniversary of Yours Truly came up, but I just wasn't even thinking that she would do something like that. I really hope she does that for all of her albums when every single album hits 10 years. It was so good. Alright, we're almost to the end. In September, I have a few, because September was a pretty big month. So on September 2nd till the 3rd, my mom, my sister, and I, we went to New Jersey to see the Concert for a Cause. If you don't know, there's a singer named Christina Grimmie, and she passed away tragically due to gun violence. So her family does these like foundation events, things to like raise awareness, raise money, bring people together, like all that stuff. And it was so fun to see them again. Concert was amazing, and it was such a fun trip. We also went to Philly. So New Jersey was on the 2nd. We went to Philly on the 3rd since we were right near there to see the Rocky statue, the Rocky Steps, the Liberty Bell. I also saw those last year, but it was really cool to see them again. And my sister hadn't seen them yet, and so that was a lot of fun. Now September 8th, Olivia Rodrigo released her Guts album. I have a video of me reacting to the whole thing. Link it up in the iCard right here. I can't believe it's almost been a month. Like, time just flies. And when you have things to look forward to, time flies. I highly recommend that album. It's very different from Sour, but I love it. I love it. I listen to it literally every single day. And if you're curious, like if you watch that video, if you're curious if like my favorites have changed, I'm loving Pretty Isn't Pretty a lot more than I did, and Lacey's growing on me a little bit. Right now, I'd still say my favorites are like Getting Back is definitely up there. I don't think I had mentioned that in my last one. I was saying Making the Bed, Ballad of a Homeschooled Girl, and those are still my top as well. But Getting Back is also like up there. It wasn't in my, but see The Grudge, oh my god, like it's so hard to rank. And I'm not gonna expect myself to have like one favorite, because I'm not going to. It's just that good. And then I told you in June, my friend Hope and I, we got our tickets to see Tate McRae in September. That's when we actually saw her. I also have a video on this. I'll link it up in the iCard up here. September 14th, we saw Tate McRae live for the first time. I've been wanting to see Tate McRae live since like, well, since I became a fan of her, which I don't remember what year that was. It was a while ago. She was doing her Crate with Tate YouTube. I don't remember when that was, but it was a while ago. I really became a fan of her, I think around like 2021. That was when I really, like when You Broke Me first came out. I knew about One Day and stuff. Like I said, I knew her since her YouTube, but when she really started to like write music and get into it, that's when I really, I think we all can agree on that. So I've been there since like the beginning, and to see her live was insane. And that, well, yeah, because in 2021, that's when I tried to get tickets to her tour, and then it just travel and stuff wasn't gonna work out. But it finally happened this year, and I'm so grateful, so thankful. And thank you to my dad, because he helped make that happen. And then I also wanted to mention in here, on September 16th, I did a walk for suicide prevention, awareness, remembrance, you know, for people who struggle with that, people who have passed from it. So they call it September. It's like near me in my town, and that was so fun. I went with my friend Megan. Shout out to Megan if you're watching this. Hi, such a good friend, and I'm so grateful that she brought me there. It's so fun. I hope that your guys, wherever you live, you guys do something like that, and if they don't, maybe start one, because it's a great way to raise money for it, remember people, to spread the awareness of it. It's very important. September is Suicide Awareness Month, prevention, whatever it's worded. I think of like the 3 different words. So suicide prevention month, I think this was, yeah, but the walk was like awareness, prevention, remembrance. There's like a whole thing, but it was so fun. All right, and for October, I don't really have anything because it's October 2nd. Like, we haven't even really experienced October this year, but there is one thing that yesterday the Cowboys played the Patriots and they won 38-3. If you couldn't tell, again, I'm a Cowboys fan. So that was a highlight of this month so far. And tomorrow's my birthday, which will be another highlight. Y'all, this is crazy. I cannot believe that it's my last full day as a teenager, but it happens. You grow up. I'm very thankful to grow up, like I said, and to be reaching 20 tomorrow. I mean, tomorrow's not promised, but God's got me. I will be here for my 20th birthday. God's got me. And that is all I have for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Turn on the post notification bell so that you get notified whenever I post a brand new video. If it's your birthday, or if you have a birthday this month, or whatever. If your birthday is in like 8 months, happy birthday, okay? Because who knows when you could be watching this. You could be watching this on your birthday and it's like March 7th. I don't know. So happy birthday to you whenever it is. If you are also in your last year of being a teenager, just remember that it's a beautiful thing to grow up. It's a beautiful thing to hit your 20s, even though it's sad to like leave that little part of your childhood. One thing that I can rely on is that when I'm 20, I'm gonna look 16. So I'm still gonna feel like a teenager, and that's what counts. Number doesn't matter. As long as you feel it in your heart, that's what matters. So yeah, that's all I have to say. Again, thank you for watching. I love you, and stay tuned for my birthday vlog, which will be the next video. Bye.